Welcome to the Alive Loren podcast. This is the place of celebrating juicy, soulful, whole living. I invite you to take a look back in the first 177-ish episodes, celebrating business as a force for good. At the moment, more of a blessing trajectory where you're welcome to pop on board daily-ish to receive a blessing. And today, may you watch yourself and become curious about the things that you wish for. A blessing, a wish from my heart to yours. So as always, the invitation to take a few moments, take a look at the picture and see what it evokes in you. It's actually the choice of picture will make a lot more sense once you've kind of traveled with me through the backstory actually to this blessing today. So do you really want what you think you want? I recently heard so many stories that were like booming reminders from the universe to step back, to pause and reflect on the things that I pray for, the things I ask for, the things I think I so desperately would want to happen. Because maybe it's not really those things themselves. Maybe I want them because of what I think they will give me. So let me give you an example. In China recently, an airplane crashed, and a Chinese student of mine shared that one of the people who died was a woman who was en route to visit her husband who works in a different city. She'd been booked on a flight a few days later, and she wanted to surprise him, so she contacted the airline to find out about the availability of an earlier flight. Now imagine, she would have been praying and perhaps even a little fixated on wanting that earlier flight. Imagine if they had said there was no earlier flight. She would have been disappointed, asking to be notified if there was a cancellation. So invested in wanting to get an earlier flight. And imagine her joy and elation when they were able to get her booked on a few days earlier. If she had known, though, that she was being booked on a flight that would crash, I'm sure she would have happily flown a few days later. So it wasn't really the earlier flight that she wanted. She wanted the mutual joy she and her husband would experience of a surprise early arrival. She wanted the opportunity to share more time together with someone she loved. So it really wasn't about the flight. She was just so sure the earlier flight was the means, the ticket to her desired heartfelt outcome. And there have been so many stories like this recently. Powerful, powerful reminders. To let go more, to trust more, to connect more to why I think I may want something, and to focus the prayer on the end goal, which often is more about an experience, a state of being, actually, like wanting to feel deeply alive, engaged, stimulated, happy, grateful. So, precious heart, may you watch yourself. May you become curious about the things you wish to happen, the things you ask for. May you dig a little deeper and connect to the core longing, what you think that thing, that event would gift you. Because that thing, that event may not be the gateway after all. May you lovingly witness your requests while gently unwrapping them to discover what you're really longing for. And may you find ways to experience those right here, right now. Be they experiences of connectedness, loving acceptance, inner peace, joy, gratitude, aliveness. So may it be. Much love always. And if you're wondering where this all began, so the blessing backstory, a while ago I decided to find uplifting images, ones that made me smile and lifted my spirit, and to send them together with a blessing, a personal wish to my immediate family. Over time, it's become a daily morning practice via WhatsApp to a slowly growing recipient list. And recently, I've started to share these blessings and images on social media too, with a prayer that they brighten the world of those who receive them. So on this delicious note, I wish you much happy adventuring until we meet again.